yo creo que ya olvidé la preparado. El mejor space.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay.
Like if you're there's some point.
Out here tonight, so thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here with us tonight. This is, for us as a club, this is an incredibly exciting night. Just to see our young players, many of which have been with us since they were 12, 13 years old, take this next step in their careers. And so first of all, you know, I want to congratulate the parents. You know, and guys, I want to tell you, and is, you know, the commitment that your parents make. You know, over the years, I can tell you myself, being a parent of two children, it's not easy. And so I hope you appreciate the sacrifices that the parents and your parents make for you and have made for you over the years. So let's give them a quick round of applause, please. It's, you know, this, for us as an academy staff, you know, and for me as a general manager, this is an incredibly rewarding evening. You know, just because it's a validation of all your hard work, all your dedication, not only on the field, but off the field. And that's something that makes us incredibly proud as a club. You know, guys, I want to thank you so much for your hard work and everything you do and how well you represent the club. You know, that it means a lot to us from ownership down. We're very excited. You know, and before I turn it over, you know, I just want to acknowledge, you know, the hard work of our academy staff. Paul Holliker, our academy director, please give him a round of applause. Kenny Bundy, you know, is obviously an incredibly dedicated coach, you know, who works with our pre-professional phase. You know, Kenny, round of applause, please. We have Brian Reed. Brian has come to the club and done an incredible job, you know, getting, you know, helping to continue to build on the hard work that had been done in the previous years with regards to getting us, you know, continuing to push and get our college compliance and all of our kids organized and all the communication with our school and all of our college compliance to help, you know, continue to push the opportunities. So can we please give Brian a round of applause? And then we have Dan Roberts. You know, Dan's a real inspiration to me on a daily basis because this is a gentleman that is incredibly committed. He was a Dynamo Academy player. He was also a collegiate player that was drafted by the Houston Dynamo, and he's also an employee now of the Dynamo and does incredible work in our academy. And I also want to thank Dan for all of his hard work. Dan, thank you so much for all your hard work. In particular with our homestay program. And Dan puts a lot of work in behind the scenes for that homestay program, and it means a lot. And then Charlie, obviously Charlie does a lot of hard work, you know, just helping with physical preparation. That's not an easy job, but he's you know, his work also is very vital with regards to just helping everyone be fit, ready. So I'd like to thank Charlie as well. So I just want to say a couple things to you guys. Give you a little bit of advice as well. Is, you know, this is just the next step for you guys. This is the next step, you know, in what we believe is going to be an important step for you as you continue to evolve, not only as players but as people. My advice to you that I would like to reiterate is that, listen, I say this as a former player, and trust me, no one wanted to play soccer as much as I did. And when you're young and you're ambitious, you think you can play forever, but you can't. So your education is incredibly important. And that's something that someone will never take away from you. Whether, we believe that all of you also have the ability to continue to push your career, obviously to do well at the collegiate level, but also to take it to the professional level. And now, as a club, we have, for the first time, a complete structure in place where we believe that we'll provide a platform at each level, whether you turn professional right out of the academy or you go into the college game. We have a pathway in place with the ultimate goal of helping you, to be good young men, but also hopefully professional players. So this is the next step, and everybody develops at their own rates. So it's something that, we believe in all of you. We're here to support you, and we just want to thank you for everything that you've done. The other thing I would say is that you're getting to the point where you're becoming young men. And you're gonna, when you take this path and you go into college, it's gonna be a lot of hard work, and you're gonna have choices. You're gonna have choices to go this way or that way, and continue to have, you're gonna have to learn time management. You're gonna have to learn how to balance your schedules, and there's gonna be a lot that's gonna go into that. But the best advice I can give is just do the right thing, and do your best every day. And more often than not, when you do your best every day and you do the right thing, things are going to work out for you, not only in sport, but in life. So, I don't want to talk too much because it's about you guys and it's about the parents here tonight. So, again, thank you so much for everything you do. We're excited about the spring season. I just, even Jerson Echeverry just called me and he heard about our USL coach heard about tonight. He wanted to congratulate you, Wilmer, as well. And we're all very proud of you. So again, I just want to thank you on behalf of the club, and I'll turn it over to Paul Hucker. Thank you.
Well, you guys, I won't say too much. I do want to say that I've had 7 months here in Houston with the Dynamo, and it's really becoming a family to me. And getting to know you guys over the last 7 months has been an absolute joy. I mean, you guys are terrific, terrific players. And I've seen a lot of players. You're terrific players, but you really are terrific young men. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I project great things for all you guys. Take the words that Matt said to heart. It's very true. You got to continue to work hard. This is just the beginning, another beginning. And we also have an end of this season here where we want to drive every day, because there would be nothing greater for you guys to end this academy career on a strong note, right? That professionalism every day. And I'm happy for you guys and excited for the future for you guys. All right. And I'll introduce Kenny as well. So Kenny, I got to know the whole staff here. I knew Brian Reed from working with Brian for 8 years, and he was the first guy I called when I got this job with Brian Reed. I knew he would do an unbelievable job with the academic side, as well as he's an amazing coach. Getting to know Kenny, I feel really, really lucky to have Kenny as a coach and a pre-professional. I think he's one of the best young coaches in the country, most committed, and the level of detail that you guys are getting in your training. I watch every day. I come into the pre-trainings and I'm like, so you have a great coach. He's going to take over because he knows you much better than I do. So, Kenny Bundy.
Very worried about what I'm going to say, Jalen. I know that. All right, where do we start? I think the emotional side of things kicks in a little bit here, because you guys are like my sons. We spend every day together. We argue. We argue. We laugh. But ultimately, to get to this point. I think it's been you and your families. I think the one thing that I will say, the staff has done a great job, but the one person that keeps us going is Liliana. And I think if it weren't for Liliana, you guys would have. Number one, we wouldn't have a bus, so we'd be lost. We wouldn't have food, so we'd be hungry. We wouldn't have Kit. So again, you think about if Liliana left, I think that would be we would all be lost. And I think that's someone that in this whole process deserves a lot of this accolades. So what we're going to do is I'll go through each player, have you come up, sit down. I'll go through everyone, and then you'll be allowed to say a couple words. So first off, who's he going to be? All right, Fahim. So I tried to keep it. Yeah, sit please. I tried to keep it to 3 words for every player because if someone were to ask me to describe you guys, I'm long-winded and I would probably speak too long. So the first thing I have for Fahim is consistent. I think he's at every training session. You know exactly what you're going to get from Fahim, right? You know the intensity that he's going to bring to training. But the personality that you get from Fahim is extremely consistent. And he laughs at my jokes even though they annoy him, which I appreciate. But I think that Fahim is massively consistent. Work ethic. There's no one that will outwork Fahim on any given day. And I think that what Fahim's gone through the last 6 months, year, is a real growth in the kind of player that he's going to be. I'll be honest, Dan and I were talking today, and HBU has an absolute steal in Fahim. So, and then focused. He knows exactly what he wants. I think that every time I talk to Fahim, when I challenge Fahim, I think he's very focused on what he wants. So Fahim, HBU, congratulations. All right, Danny Coronado, please. Okay, so the first word I have for Danny Coronado is growth mindset. Danny was a winger since I've been here at the club, and then this year he's one of 2 guys that we basically said, listen, new game model, we'd like to throw something out there. Can you play at the back? And it doesn't get lost on me that when I said, yeah, absolutely, I can do that, coach, no problem. And I think that he's been a little bit unlucky with some injuries, but throughout that whole process, he's had a smile on his face. He's a great teammate for you guys. And I think that adversity, which is my second word, is only going to make you stronger. I think that your commitment to school, you're going to the perfect place for you. You're going to a place that I think appreciates you, and that's also going to make you the best player you can be. So congratulations. All right, Jaden Servania. All right, so Jaden's a funny one because you don't really know what Jaden's voice sounds like because he's kind of quiet, but those are always the sneaky ones, right? And those are always the ones that are taking in that information. And I think that Jaden, just like Danny, was challenged this year and asked to play a position that he had never played. And it was laid out that for their development, we thought it'd be an unbelievable idea for them to play that position. And he has every single day exceeded the expectations that we've all laid out there. And I think that the greatest thing about Jaden is, you know, when he comes to work, he's honest. He's honest about everything he does, the good and the bad. And I think that honesty has gotten him to where he is at Wake Forest. I think that it's funny because you might have as much personality in your playing style as anyone else, and you might be one of the quietest guys on the field. But I think your personality when you play is exceptional. I'm very excited for you. Honestly, it's been an honor to work with you, and I'm excited to see where you go in the next 4 or 5 months. Okay, Jaden Servania. All right, Najib. Okay, I do have to say that again, this comes from love from me, and I'm very jealous of the ability for them to have different haircuts, right? And the styles are changing. Okay, the styles are changing. And I'll never forget, Najib showed up in the fall, and we didn't have any idea what he was trying to do. And I said to him, what is going on? He said, Coach, give it time. Give it time. And that conversation sums up on a daily basis working with Majid. Because, again, if I go through the words, I have intense, I have brave, and then I have laugh. Because there's not a day that goes by that look on his face doesn't happen. Right? And I think that for me, it makes my job very enjoyable to leave knowing that that's the joy that you have. So, Majid, St. Louis. Jalen Anderson. So I got a phone call from my ex-boss at UNCW who said, "What's going on with this Jalen kid? Is he a good kid? Is he a good player?" And it caught me by surprise because if you don't know this, Dan Roberts went to UNCW, and I coached Dan when he was in college. So there's this group of people talking about Jalen, and Jalen was new, and we were trying to figure out, what his potential was and where he was going to go, and we just kept saying, like, this kid's got something. He's got something. He's going to be exceptional. He's going to be exceptional. And went on his visit, and for me, the call I got back about his visit is everything that I want, because it was just, who cares what kind of player he is? He's an unbelievable kid. That's what we want. So, Jalen, extremely proud of you. UNCW. Mr. Soto, please step up. I do have to say this. I wrote down, goal scorer believes he will score every time he touches the ball. Right? And I think that I wrote that down because I'll never forget it. When I first moved to Houston, I was coaching under 14s, and Beto was playing for the Dynamo. And the kid, I'm not joking, he got out of his car and he was shooting balls. Like he thought he could score everything, and everybody, it just used to be this Beto. I'm like, who is this kid? And the look on his face when he plays is what keeps us going. And I think that the biggest thing for me, Beto, is I put pure joy. Like, we have great banter back and forth. You and I, there's not a day that you don't make me laugh because you've got something that's quick-witted and it's something back to what I say. And ultimately, for us to have the relationship that we've had to push you to get to you where you want to go, that relationship's key. So I appreciate what you and I have together, and I'm really, really excited for Marquette because the way they feel about you is the way that we as a staff feel about you. So congratulations, Marquette. All right, first word, I just put steady Eddie. Christian leads by example. I think that there's probably not a player in this room that wouldn't choose Christian as one of their top 2 players if we were picking small-sided teams. And I think that if you were to ask them why, it would be hard-pressed to find one detail that you would say, that's why. And I think that speaks volumes about who you are as a player, but also who you are as a person. I think leading by example is something that is very hard at your age. And ultimately, that's a skill set that's going to take you very, very far in your life. I think Christian's motivated to be his best, and I think this year he's turned a corner to really what he wants to achieve. And I think that's a fantastic thing. So, Christian Globe, North Carolina. All right, so here comes the fun part. I've prepped them a little bit. So parents, prep them. You're getting a thank you. But I think we should just go down the line and everybody take about a minute and speak. All right, we'll start with Fahim.
Hello, everybody. I just want to thank. I want to thank my parents first and foremost for taking me to training right after work, not even coming home to rest. They just take me straight to training every single day. That's what motivated me to work even harder. I also want to thank the staff because especially without them, I wouldn't be the player that I am today, and especially I wouldn't be the person who I am today. So just a big thank you to both my parents and the staff.
Hello guys. Oh, it's not loud. All right. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank my family, my mom and dad. Sad that my dad can't be here because he's on a trip job. But thank you guys. You support me every day and y'all keep me going every day, both academically and on the field. Thank you to my girlfriend sitting back over there. Thank you to the staff. I think it's safe to say that this year I have learned the most as a soccer player and as a person than I ever have, and I've been playing soccer since I was 3 years old. So thank you, and thank you for all your support. And my teammates, I love y'all. Y'all are my second family. Y'all keep me going every day and make me the player and the person I am today. So thank you.
Wake Forest, and first of all, I would like to say thank you to my parents who aren't able to be here, but for believing in me, and they know that I'll achieve my dream of one day becoming pro. So they let me come to Houston, and Houston welcomed me, and I got with the host family, the Duques that are here, and every day they take care of me and provide me with everything I need, and Coach Janet for bringing me down here. And I would like to also thank the rest of the staff for helping me develop as a player and as a young man. And also I'd like to thank my teammates, so thank you.
How's everybody doing? My name is Richie Borana, committed to St. Louis University. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my parents for believing in me, for allowing me to play soccer and do what I enjoy. I want to say thank you to the coaching staff. I've been with the academy ever since I was 12, so I've learned a lot. Pretty much grew up in the academy, and it's really developed me as a young man, and I've really learned a lot. Never thought I would be here. I just thought I would play soccer, go to high school. Never thought anything of this would be possible. So I want to say thank you to the staff. I want to say thank you to my teammates. You guys work together every day, push each other, and I love you guys. And I just want to say thank you to the club.
Hello, my name is Jalen Anderson, and I'll be going to UNC Wilmington. And first of all, I want to thank my parents who obviously aren't able to be here because, well, they live halfway across the country. But I'd like to thank them for allowing me to be here. And then secondly, I'd like to thank the staff because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in this position to be able to go to this awesome school that I'm going to. And then lastly, I'd just like to thank my teammates because, I mean, every day they're the people that I see them more than anybody else. So, thank you.
I'm kind of nervous, so can you tell me? My name is Beto, I'm going to Marquette, and first I want to thank my parents, because without them this wouldn't be possible. Sometimes they would even not go to work or get out of work early, just make me go to practice. And I want to thank the staff, because without them this wouldn't be possible, and the coaches, because all the trust they put on me. And I want to thank my teammates. Well, they're more than teammates to me, they're brothers. Even though we're going far apart from each other, we'll always be talking. And yeah, I will have you in my heart, I will never forget y'all. Say that I love you. And yeah.
My name is Christian. I will be attending the University of North Carolina next year. I would first like to thank my family, all the time, effort, and also money that they put in to all these years developing. I've been with the academy ever since I was 11, and I know for a fact that past, present, future academy staff members will absolutely put the most time and effort in every single player, and I'm very happy that they spend time with me to develop me. And lastly, I would really like to thank all my teammates, past, present, and I really can't wait to play them in next year or the years to come.
challenge already from Christian. That's a holy smokes, man. Pulling some tears out there, buddy. I like it. Well done. Hey, listen, the last thing for me is, again, this is a step towards where you want to go. So enjoy it, just like a win. You enjoy it, you learn from it, you embrace it, and then tomorrow we're back to work, right? So really, 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 really proud of you and the guys that are coming up next. The guys that are graduating next year, the guys that are going to get the rest of the stuff done this year, and then the guys that have 2 years, we're really excited about that. So again, thank you to the parents. I'm going to turn it back over to Matt Jordan. I don't think that we actually clapped for Matt, but I think that this whole process is due to what Matt's done at this club, right? And I think you guys have seen a massive change in the last couple of years of being here in how you were treated as a pre-professional phase. So I think we need to give Matt one more big hand, please. All right, Matt Jordan.
Thank you, Kenny. So just real quick, this is kind of breaking off the agenda. I'm just going to give the microphone real quickly to let them say a couple quick words between Brian and Dan. And then I'm gonna wrap things up because we want to take some pictures, and this is a great evening for all of us. So we'll wrap it up, and I just want to pass it to Brian and then to Dan.
All right, how's everybody doing? Good. Okay, so for me coming in, Paul asked me if I'd be interested about this and coming down and working with you guys, and I can't tell you. Everything you think, you don't really know about the unknown, but it's been fantastic. It's been so nice to get to know all of you, to help you through your process. So, for you parents, great to meet you. If I haven't talked to you before, it's really nice that you got great young men here. You guys have done a great job. I'll just say, my first presentation to these guys 2 weeks in, as the academic coordinator, the director of help, basically, the director of help for their academic placement. It was really important that we help them understand how lucky they are. We play a game. When you grow up 6, 7, 8 years old, you have no idea the sort of doors that can be opened just through playing this great game and being around such great young men and teammates and coaches and staff and structure of this organization. It's really fantastic, and I'm so excited for you guys. The one story I'll tell is I think back at our time together in college, and I think about a young man named Aaron Long. You guys might know him now because he just wore the captain band for Greg Berhalter. He went to UC Riverside, and for his first 2 years, he wasn't on anybody's radar, and he just kept working and kept working and kept working and kept working. And by his senior year, he kept working, got himself to the combine, kept working, Red Bull 2, kept working, broke into the first team, kept working, got his first national team cap. So when I look at all you guys and I hear Matt speak to the development process and that everybody's on just a different trajectory. Some people break through early, some people break through late. But one of the things that makes me really excited is that I know you're all driven, just in talking to each of you. I know you're all driven to find your path, and it's so great that you guys utilize us, and it's really been an absolute treasure and a blast to be a part of it, even for this small window of time, and I can't wait to see what all you do with the next opportunity that comes before you. So, thank you very much.
First of all, congratulations, boys. As Christian Beto alluded to earlier, I know a few of you, Majib, have been here since 11, 12 years of age. I've been fortunate to be associated with the Academy for going on 12 years now. Obviously, I went away to university, similar to what you guys are going to do here shortly. But coming back, working with Christian at under 13, Majib at under 14, I'm very proud to sit here today and watch you guys commit your futures to these fantastic universities. We do have 2 home state boys in attendance today. I want to congratulate them, obviously, but I also want to congratulate the Duques. They have played such a massive part in Jaden for the last year and a half, Jalen for the last 7 or 8 months. We couldn't do it without our homestay families. I know the Coelhos are currently part of our homestay program. I don't believe there's anyone else in attendance that's been a part of it, but thank you to all our homestay families because that's it. Thank you.
Thank you guys, really appreciate it. And again, I don't want to understate, how appreciative we are of Liliana, and I would appreciate if we could all give her one more round of applause. Yeah, as Paul says, she keeps the roof up at the facility, and your hard work and your dedication, Liliana, are greatly appreciated, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much. For me, it's been a couple days of a lot of different emotions for me, right? Because you come, last night, we're at this event, we have Greg Berhalter, speaking to our academy and to all of our staff, and it was really inspiring for me. Greg is a guy I used to play with, but also, Greg, he wanted to take the initiative to come to speak to our academy, and to our staff, to our players, to our parents, because he knows the direction that we are moving in. We didn't ask him to do that, he offered to do that. And then even today in his press conference promoting the game on March 26th against Chile, he in a very unsolicited manner, was very complimentary of the direction the academy is moving in under Paul's leadership and of all the staff as well. And so that was for me is very inspiring. We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but we're no strangers to hard work. We wanted to put the guys up here in a press conference setting, because this is the first of many press conferences you guys are going to be a part of. So it's good practice for you. Again, on behalf of the club, our ownership group, and everyone involved, we just want to say thank you to everybody. We're so proud of you. Please stay where you are, because we're going to get some photos, and we're going to take some photo opportunities. And again, let's just give everybody a round of applause, and thank you for everything.
Part of it, come on.
There we go.
The only thing that they're just gonna have to pay me for this,
You don't want to give me a hug?
Domingo.
No, ahora yo soy fotógrafo, ¿no?
Yeah, you do.
Hey, me vas a tener que pagar.
Hey, you want to use the portrait mode? Hey, Ivan, come back out. Everybody, guys, get up there, guys. Come on. Get up there.
Domingo.
La luz está buena también.
I have the tipito.
Hazte para acá.
That's the photo right there. With all you guys together.
Pequeño.
Who's spoken? La de Leti. La Vía Láctea.
Andrómeda, ¿no, Dani? We head now?
Yes, Chewy. Can't wait. I'm so excited. You're Chewy.
No, you're gonna come because from now on.
I haven't coached Chewy since 2000.
What's special? The brotherhood, right?
Coaching along the way. What was it about?
Because that's your better angle. You see yourself straight Okay, here. We'll get a really good angle.
Measure like this, measure like that.
Awesome. Take a full one. Flip it, flip it. So you can see how tall Jesse is. There you go.
The under 12, so I was 11 6 years.
What do you feel like the academy, not just on the field, but off the field? How does that help kind of shape you as a player?
Thank you, Fitness.
It's helped in so many ways. I feel it's just been so much more than I could ask for off the field. Character, all of it just been